I've the whole year of me playing FM21, I have never seen that happen.
You don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. I won't wait for you, 'cause you keep telling lies. I keep going high, she keeps going low. At the end of the day, she's gone. But you don't wait for me, 'cause I keep breathing fire. And you keep telling lies.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts 2 Icons. If you've been enjoying it up to this point, smash the like button. It's a lovely thing to do. Today, we're starting on Marco Quarto, just because, sometimes when you need perping up, you just have to say the man's name. And, I think he's kind of gone under the radar this season as maybe not having the best, I say the best season. He's still got 7 goals for us this year, and I feel like he'll still get into double figures by the end, which is, of course, what we wanted. But I think we were so used to just how well he played for us last year, and it's kind of gone under the radar a little bit that he's just slightly underperforming that a little bit this season. Like you can see his XG is 9.2, and he's only managed to bag 7 goals this season for us. Now, obviously that could still change, but he was sort of bang on the money for that last year, and he's just slipped off, and he's actually one of the more underperforming players that we have in the squad in terms of that sort of stuff. The other being Mohamed Kudus, who's really, really off the pace on stuff like that. I think he should have by 7 goals by now, and he's only got 2. So there's a few players that have definitely not contributed as much as I thought, but it's useful to keep an eye on these things, whereas the likes of Glavash have performed massively better than expected, and I feel like that should win him more game time, and I feel like in the future now, I'm going to prefer Glavash to Kudus whenever I have the opportunity to bring one of the two in, because I think he deserves the space in the team. But in an effort to sort of improve these things for Marco Quarto, he's decided to take flying lessons. So only like your tiny little planes and all that, but he's hoping that it'll allow him to improve his, concentration and stuff like that, to allow him to finish chances and remain composed because, nobody wants a plane crash, and at times some of his finishing has been a bit like that. With us finding ourselves in the knockouts of a European competition for the first time in this save, we're going to be wanting to keep an eye on the draws for all of the competitions, and the best way to do that and to stay on top of everything else is the OneFootball app. If your club is playing in Europe this season or sometime in the future, you'll be able to get live notifications of all the draws so you can find out who you're going to get knocked out by, most likely. But in addition to that, you'll also be able to stay on top of all the leagues from around Europe and the rest of the world. So a huge thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring this video, and you can download the app for free with the link in the top line of the description. We also got another 3.5 million from the Bianco deal from before, so that's nice. Just getting those little clauses coming through, keeping the money rolling into the club so we're not keeping ourselves in massive debt. We're sort of stabilising. Emerson's gone now, some more wages off the bill. It's going to be a very interesting summer. We do still have some transfer debt from some of the clauses and the sort of way I've structured some deals, but that should slowly get paid off too. This season, I think going as far as we can in obviously Europe is going to help us bring in some extra money, finishing as high up the league as we possibly can as well. I feel like the chances of us qualifying for the Champions League this year are very slim as far as the league is concerned. My main goal really is to see how far we can push in the Europa Conference League and get back into the Europa League for next season. And I would consider that a successful year, even if it looks like treading water in the league, but it won't be really, because it would be us performing the same domestically whilst also having all the extra games in Europe at the same time, and I think that would actually be considered a success. Next year though, with us hopefully being back in Europe, I would then want to progress a bit more into the league and try to hopefully build a side that is going to hopefully challenge for those Champions League places. Now I suppose there is the outside chance that we could finish out of the Europa League places and still get in if we were to, say, win the Europa Conference League. But there's a whole host of different jeopardy that comes with that, because if we were to lose that final, if we got to one, things could be problematic for us. Oh dear. Now, we did have a game off camera, and I'm actually going to show you it now, mixing things up a little bit. You know how it's done. So, 90 minutes on the clock. Cabreras getting the ball out on the left-hand side here, drops it through. There was Max Lebert on the end to score another goal. Nice to see that still happening. He's still looking solid, even with the occasional off day. Then, 32 minutes on the clock. Great ball around the side from Siggy. Lebert picks it up, drops it across for Kevin, and now a goal and an assist on the night for Max Lebert. Really nice stuff. Really enjoying his work in that one. Then, in the 70th minute, Milivojev wins the ball off the defender here. Lebert sort of takes the defender out the game entirely. Glavash driving onto it and hammers us 3-0 up at home against Hellas Verona. What we needed against Salernitana, really, and that was it. But sadly, no, it wasn't it, because in the 88th minute, a great ball whipped in and an extraordinary back post header in the back of the net, 3-1. Shame to concede, but there you go. And arguably, probably our best attacking performance output-wise, in terms of just expected goals, probably of the entire season. So that was really nice to see us, and we actually achieved what we were expected, which was good too. I think it kind of fairly describes the result. Also, what a name on the Hellas Verona goal scorer. He's French, but I'm guessing he's got Malagasy heritage. Yes, of course. You can't have a name like that and not be, in some way, having Malagasy heritage. This is Blessing Rahiri Harimanana. Rahiri Harumanana is an absolutely extraordinary name. Love it. And his first name's Blessing. He was no blessing to us, though. So, today we play against Club Brugge. Now, I did rest some players out, obviously, for the league game. Not as many as I might have liked, but you can see that the actual match sharpness and morale, and also even their condition, are actually still pretty good. I basically went and adjusted some of the training sessions a little bit more. I have some basic ones that are good for 2 games a week, but they still maybe are a little bit too intensive. And I just felt like, since we had to play a few of the guys for the Hellas Verona game, well, I went in there and I just removed a couple of the sessions and replaced it with rest. Now, you do lose some match sharpness with that, but it doesn't seem to have affected us too badly, and I think it's just allowed us a tiny bit of extra rest, and I really am going to try to monitor that for the rest of the season. Although if we were to go out against Club Brugge, I may not need to. So, that's not going to be our direct lineup today. Cabrera will be back in again instead of Dionisi, but Dionisi I've been impressed with this season. He's done well in both positions. Lebert will, of course, come in for Siggy. I will give Granados his opportunity on the right today. He's now fully accustomed to that role as well, which is nice, and he rested out entirely for the last game, so he's fresh and raring to go. The back line is exactly what I want from us right now. Michal Chea's back in, and I like him a lot, so I'm happy with things at the moment. My target for Max Lebert for the end of the season is probably, if he can get us into double figures by the end of the year and maybe get 4 or 5 assists to go with it, I'd be very, very pleased. But honestly, I just want to see him keep putting up the same numbers in the matches for the rest of the year to show me why he should play over Siggy Jonsson. And I think he's doing that. And if we could just get him to just cheer up a little bit, and I'm hoping in the summer that will happen, then we can hopefully rectify that issue and get him firing for next season. Because this is not a muggy team by any means. They may not be the best side in Belgium at the moment, but there's some great players. I've already been scouting a couple of these guys because they've come through. Jordan Boyce, or however you say his name, look at him. He is ridiculous. And you might think, oh, you could sign him. Yeah, no. He is actually complaining, or was complaining about wanting to leave, but they want £72 million for him. So I don't see that happening. And also, even their striker as well. He's another player that's come across my radar too, but similar kind of story, really. Apparently we're the favourites, which I think is somewhat narrow still, not like it was last time. Our plan is really the same as it was against not Fenerbahce, Trabzonspor. Just go, score a goal, try not to concede. They're in insane form as well. So, here we go. The board are expecting us to reach the quarterfinals of this tournament, so this is going to be a tough test for us. This is certainly not going to be a walk in the park. And the Trabzonspor game really, in spite of the somewhat close-ish scoreline, was fairly comfortable for us from start to finish, really. But I think this is going to be a much, much sterner test, and the lads are really going to have to be on their game as Lebert's already through! That would have been the perfect start if he'd turned that one home, but he is definitely looking in good form lately, and it's picked a cross out for Pavlich. He might just go for goal here, Dinko, or he can find the ball out to Cabrera, and he can find one to Kelly. Kelly's run his man! Oh, and it's just wide of the post from Merlin Kelly. He's actually lost finishing ability this season. So far, though, so good. Definitely dominating most things. We've had all the shots. We've had all the possession. And hopefully, we can lead into scoring all the... Oh, no. Well, never mind. Why do I say these things? Why? I know I'm only tempting fate. Oh, dearie me. He's gone straight past our centre-back like he isn't even there. It wasn't even that dangerous. I don't know why Cabrera... Maybe challenge him? I don't know. Just a thought. Anybody? They're just not turned up today. Moscatelli can't get there, and now we have a mountain to climb. Cheers, lads. Anytime you feel like playing. And we're back where we were, really, in terms of the situation of the game. But Cabrera's strike is just wide. It's a good effort, though. Cleared away by Pavlich. And we should have Lebert on this. In fact, we've got support up there from Merlin Kelly. That's a nice little touchdown. It's not a good pass to Lebert, but we've got like a 5-on-3, 4-on-4 here. And if Lebert can find the right pass, which he does, Flans, there's balls through the middle. One of them's Michael Quarto, and he scores. That is glorious little counter-attacking play. Quarto with his 8th goal of the season, and that is exactly when we needed him to show the quality that he has in this team, is right there. It's actually a really nice piece of counter-attacking play. Lebert just drags the player out. It's a lovely little ball inside for Flans, who actually does find the run through the middle from Quarto. I thought he might take a touch, but he doesn't. He's just calmly slotted that home. We're level at home, and I think we deserve that. We've been very good so far. But I do want to make sure that we win this home game. That's very important to us. Granados. Back to Michal Chea. Granados again. Oh, go on. Try and sucker the foul in. Flans can't turn and find the shot, can he? Quarto does, though, and it's just wide. I don't think we played that badly in the first half. We just gave up a really poor goal and have looked pretty solid since then. But we just need to keep building and building and building on this now, and hopefully the momentum can carry us through. They've switched system. They've gone with a narrow system that has now a back 5. So this could provide some space for us in the boxes. Quarto's in! Oh my god, he's hit the side netting. On his wrong foot maybe, but Jesus. Maximiano. I'm trying to remember if at any time this season a player has scored a brace in a game. I'm honestly not sure they have. We spread the goals out so much this year that I really don't think anybody's been able to be that prolific for us. And that's honestly fine as long as we keep playing well, to be honest. As long as the results come, I'm okay with that. Granados. Kudu's picking it up and having a little run with it now. Can he find something good? And it's... Oh, what an effort. I'm a powerful man. I'm like a wizard. But, way worse. Like, wizards, we'd be 7-0 up if I was a wizard. Merlin, where are you at, mate? I know you hate magic, but still, what an unbelievable strike from Marco Quarto. Kudos gets the ball out on the left-hand side. I think we deserve the lead again here. But that, I think, might be the first brace of the season for anyone. Look at the volley! He's practically behind that and he's hammered that home. Well, he has responded to my criticisms at the start of today's video. And I think we've deserved that. Pavlish's ball in. If we grab a third goal, though... Oh, and Uriarte's still got this. Pav is in a great position to just drop this back across for someone. Can he pick it out, though? Finds Quarto. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the hat-trick. He might well still do, and it's a good save. Pavlish with the free kick now. Might go near post. Oh, it's... That's offside, I guess. Oh, I can't believe Kudos... Firstly, I cannot believe that Kudos actually managed to bet that in the net at the end of that. Goal is... What?! My friends, we are seeing something unreal. I've the whole year of me playing FM21, I have never seen that happen. Never. Not once have I seen a goal that was disputed for offside actually be given. I just don't know. Kudos, I don't know how he's got that in from that angle, by the way. Oh, surely not. Pavlish's ball in now. Oh, and it's clipped off the bar. Telly out to Cabrera. Now there's some confidence in the lads. The system change for Brugge has not worked at all. The moment they did that, I just knew that we were getting so much joy down the wide areas. Lebert goes for goal and it's well saved. Honestly, if we can just survive this. Please don't do 3-2. Come on, just survive the set piece. We've done brilliantly. I've shut everything down defensively. And it's a good clearance. That's really all we needed there from Uriarte. And now that will do it. It's Sassuolo 3, Club Brugge 1. Huh. That is a very good result. I think we deserve the win on the night. In the second half, we just exploded. It was literally around about here that they switched their system and started going with a narrow midfield and no width, really, other than wing-backs who just kept getting pushed back. And after that, we just took over. Quarto's great goal. A goal that was actually given that might have been offside. I assume it can't have been, but my goodness, that is a huge victory. We look so good. Come on. Right, game off camera. Back for the second leg. This is about to get very interesting. Right, we're back. We had one game off camera away at Bologna. Great ball in from Michelchea, and Siggy was on the end of it. Overall, it was a pretty good performance from us anyway, but Siggy managing to get the goal, which was just nice to see him score one, albeit from a set piece. He was playing off the wing, but hey, it's just nice to see him getting on the score sheet, and again, a clean sheet, 1-0 to Sassuolo, which is a useful result because it now pushes us 3 clear of Milan, who we have a better head-to-head than. Cagliari lost their game, so we go 4 clear of them. We're only 1 behind Napoli now. I knew they might falter this season. And Roma, only 3 points above us, and we have to play them at home soon. So we could technically pull ourselves back into that battle, but we have still got other things on our mind, particularly today, because we have a 3-1 lead over Club Brugge from the first leg. I think we should be able to do this. I'm curious to see how they're going to set up, though. That's the real question. So, I mean, these are the scores from the other games. You can see, I mean, Jules Gordon's won their game. Applewell and Dinamo are tied. Fenerbahce only just narrowly going through at the moment. Young boys are smashing it. Leicester and Motherwell as well in a draw. Villarreal are only sort of slipping by. And Wolfsburg aren't exactly putting Legia to the sword. So, and if we were to get through, we'd actually see both draws for both the quarters and the semis. So this could be very fascinating if we were to get through. Now, I rested players for the last game. I played Milivojevic despite him being knackered because I knew that he was suspended here, so it made sense for us to do that to allow Pavlish a chance to recover so he can be fully fresh. I did the same thing I did last time with the training sessions, just to rest players that little tiny bit more. I knew that we wouldn't lose any match sharpness really in that short space of time, particularly with the match so close, so I'm excited about what we can come up with for today. Obviously, Lebert will start, Kelly on the left-hand side, Cabrera instead of Dionisi. That's just what my assistant always does. Jorginho will have to come in today instead of Milivojevic, so it's not ideal. It's also one of those annoying things when you set personalized instructions, it sometimes just changes it anyway for every player, and it's so frustrating. So I think if I switch him back now, which I might actually be tempted to do for him for this game, because I just don't want him making risky passes, really. Hopefully when Milivojevic comes back in, Milivojevic comes back in, it should default to it, but it is kind of silly that even if you personalize it, it still changes it for everyone until you switch it back. But that's our lineup for today, and a nice little link appearing here between Lebert and Quarto as well. Quarto was superb in the first game against them. Hopefully he can do it again. So, same strategy. We really are going to have to try to go after this guy. We tried this last time, and he still managed to run the show in many ways. Although, honestly, other than their goal, they didn't have a great deal of chances in the game. My hope is that they switch to that same system again, and we can just tear through them. But, really, I think the key for us is to score. We score, and things are very, very difficult for him. A lot of green on the tactics screen there about players being happy with the lineups and everything. So that's pleasing news. Stan Horn is also an awesome name. I don't want any complacency creeping in. I've changed my normal instruction here to just say, you guys keep your heads in the bloody game. Losing Milivojevic is not ideal. I grant. Zinga, also great name. I wonder what he's like at poker. Okay, off we go. Comfortable lead. 3-1. Very unexpected, actually. When we fell behind in that game, I did not expect us to just be able to be so comfortable after it, really. But hey, we managed to dig it out against a relatively good Brugge side. I'm pleased that we've done so well. Slowing things down a little bit, allowing the players to make their runs. Granados, there's so many players back now. Can he find a pass to the back post, maybe? All the way through, Kelly! Oh, good save. Shot on target for Kelly too, which is nice. But I think some of our counter-attacking stuff today is going to be important. LeBert, edge of the box for Flans, he's going to have to shoot. Oh, and it's just wide, but again, we've started really well, just like last time. Okay, well, 33 minutes. We've very much stymied them currently, but it only takes one bit of good play from them to suddenly change this game around. We go a goal down and things start to get a bit squeaky for us because it would only take a 2-0 defeat and we'd be gone from Europe and we'd be regretting it massively. So control is what we have currently. Lots of possession, lots of good passing, but we need, well, we don't need a goal, but it would be nice to have a goal. And that would really calm the nerves of the players, I feel like. Just getting in front here would make a hell of a difference. Granados, can he ping one through? Someone's going to, and Kelly's header, and saved again. Well, half-time, we've been average at best, controlling the ball, limiting them to literally nothing in this game, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Bore them to tears. More of the same in the second half. Keep things tight. Don't overdo things. There's no need to overextend ourselves in this game if we don't have to. We don't need to go chasing goals. We just need to be sensible about this. I'm curious to see if they make the same tactical switch they did last time, because we're ready for them. Pavlish's ball in. Edge of the area. Flans will get it back to Pavi. Maybe he can pop something on someone's head, perhaps. Oh, goes to the edge for Cuarto. That's an interesting choice, actually. Granados. Oh, the space. Mertlin Kelly on the other side gets his shot away. Kelly's been the one man the ball has really been falling to a lot today, unfortunately. The Bears struggled quite a lot tonight, so I've decided to just give him a bit of a rest for 20 minutes, get Siggy on for a bit, get Glavash on for Cuarto as well, and just see if they can hang on here. Well, not even hang on. We look pretty composed as things stand, but we've still got to be careful. To Granados. Nice to see Siggy score in the off-camera game too, giving him a bit of confidence too. I want to keep both of those guys around, you know, so they can both contribute. Glavash might just go for goal, perhaps. No. Granados. Round for Cabrera. He will... Oh my god, what an effort that was from Benjamin Cabrera, and we know he can do that. 7 minutes to go, and we've done a thoroughly professional job here. But we want to make sure that we see out the thoroughly professional job. They've yet to have a shot on target in this game, and I don't want it to start now. Oh, and it actually won't start now. I thought I jinxed it yet again. Also, I have no idea what I was on about. They have had shots on target. They've had 2 shots on target. In fact, I'm a liar. But with 4 minutes to go, they need 2. They need 2 goals, essentially in stoppage time here, and we just need to be strong. That's all we need to do. Nothing fancy. Do the simple stuff right. Kelly just wriggling past people. Finds Glavash. Or could we pull off a late winner, maybe? Glavash with the run forward. Can he find the pass? He actually can. Oh, nice little idea. Nearly came off. Wait, a foul? He might have been. I didn't think he was, honestly. It looked to me like the guy just put a perfectly sensible tackle in. And apparently it's a penalty. Personally, I didn't see a foul. But then I wasn't really looking. But honestly, I don't think we should have had a penalty for that. But we'll see. Chance for Josip Glavash from the spot here. And he slams it home. Well, it's 1-0 to Sassuolo. 4-1 on the aggregate. Josip Glavash from the penalty spot. Takes a lot of balls for the youngsters, stepping up in that position and taking a late penalty here, which will hopefully see us win this match as well. And I think we've probably been the better side on the night. But someone could have just thrown themselves in there. But again, no need to overexert. And we are through with a 1-0 victory. We'll take those. I think we were the better team anyway, but we just shut them down. They didn't make the change tactically, but they didn't need to. Well, we certainly didn't need them to. Great result. Right, the draw. Double draw, too. It seems that Leicester and Wolfsburg kind of woke up in their second games a little bit. Right then, here we go. Here's the draw. I mean, out of those teams, Fenerbahce maybe? Djurgården or Dinamo Moscow are surely the 2 that we want to be targeting. If we get one of those 2... there's a real pathway here. Right, let's go. Come on. Djurgården or Dinamo Moscow. Or Fenerbahce. I wouldn't be opposed to Fenerbahce. Alright, that's Wolfsburg out of the way, which is good. Olympiacos. I wouldn't even mind Olympiacos. Okay, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. Oh, go on. Give them Dinamo Moscow. That'll be... yes, okay. Right then. Leicester versus Young Boys. Both of these 2 have looked prolific so far. I think... I mean... Olympiacos did knock out Villarreal, but I think we can beat Olympiacos, and I think that's a real good chance right now, next draw. If we get the winner, potentially, of this game, obviously we're still going to get through ourselves. If we get the winner of Djurgården or Dinamo Moscow, oh, go on. Go on. Oh, we get Leicester or Young Boys. That means if we do get past Olympiacos, we're going to be in for an extremely tough tie in the semi-final against Leicester or Young Boys. And I feel like Wolfsburg should be able to sweep the other side. So, hey, I think we've definitely got a good shot at getting to a semi-final here, which would be absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. I would happily take that. So more European football on the cards. which is, of course, what we'll be doing next episode. Now, obviously, we'll actually have some more games in the next episode too, because there's a little tiny break there. So Roma next at home is huge. We've got Sampdoria and Torino in there as well. Inter in the league in there too. And it does start to get a bit tougher in here. We've got Napoli in there. We've got Lazio. But also, Frosinone, Udinese, Brescia and Spal. I think we could still... We're not out of the Champions League hunt in the league either. It's exciting times. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I really hope you have, we've actually won 5 of our last 6, have we not? No, 6 of our last 7. Wow, that's impressive. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, so go follow there too. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some We're going to Greece. We're going to have a lovely time to Greece. Dionysi will fit right in. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.